Hello, my name is Jonathan Green, and this is my informative speech. So, the human heart is an amazing organ. By the time I've finished talking, your heart will have beaten about 400 to 500 times, completely circulating and reoxygenating all the blood in your body, about 5 or 6 times. Now, say it stops. You call that cardiac arrest or a heart attack, and it was completely fatal 30 years ago. But we've evolved medical science to the point now that we can replace it. What if I told you that you wouldn't need to wait more than 3 to 4 weeks for a heart grown from your own tissue instead of a donated one? Or better yet, have one ready in a bank as some sort of insurance policy. Well, with stem cells, it's entirely possible. But what are stem cells? Stem cells are nearly mature cells that have not yet figured out what they're going to be, a blank slate, if you will. If cultured properly, they can be repurposed for almost anything. And because of this, they are now a new front in medical science, especially after they found out that they could genetically program a cell. Because of this, we could potentially create enough tissue to create the supply for an ever-increasing demand. And so, if they're a blank slate, what does that mean for medicine? The big problem with having a transplant is the fact that no two DNA signatures are identical, though if they're close, this can be worked around somewhat. But there's a good chance that your body will reject it. Your body's immune response to a foreign body, which is now your new organ, is to destroy it. This is the biggest problem with anyone living with a transplanted organ. And there was an article published in Popular Science in 2016 that explained that a team of researchers managed to make working hearts with a predictable DNA signature. This was done as a test to see if it was possible to grow a transplantable human heart. They'd done it on mice before, but never a full-size human heart. Now, it'd be awesome if we could make them from scratch, but unfortunately we just don't have that kind of technology right now. And so they used donated hearts that were deemed unfit for transplants as the base structure for the new hearts and wiped the genetic ID from them. They then added cultured stem cells from the skin and implanted them into the heart. In 3 weeks and a conducive environment that closely imitated the human chest cavity, they had several, possibly 30 plus, healthy hearts that all exhibited the stem cell signatures. They took several of them and gave them an electric jump start, and they started beating and continued to beat. So what does this mean? What could the future of stem cells be? Well, things like tumors can be spotted, removed, and retreated within a few short months while they're still benign growths. Brain tissue can be replaced in the event of a tumor on the surface of it. Any tissue that had to be removed during an operation, like pancreatic or muscle or even bone tissue, can be regrown within a few months. And burn victims don't have to have plastic surgery for reconstructive purposes. They could have their own skin and muscle back, given time with stem cells. Real skin and muscle, and their real skin and muscle, not just filler or synthetic tissue. So to conclude, stem cells are and will continue to be a great help to humanity. Recipients of heart transplants can live a much better lifestyle when their heart is not being attacked by their own body's immune system. And burn victims can have their own tissue back, real tissue. Stem cells aren't just science fiction anymore. They're a fact now. And that's pretty cool. Thank you for your time.